You may have heard that an Iraqi war veteran suffering post-traumatic stress disorder shot and killed the man known as American Sniper. It's been reported that a man named Eddie Ruth shot and killed Chris Kyle, known as American Sniper. His claim to fame was killing Iraqi insurgents defending their country against an invader.
Now, I definitely miss it, and I would love to still be a huge part of it. I would definitely be over there right now.
Chris Kyle, reportedly murdered by an Iraqi war veteran. The media is reporting that he shot 2 people, and it's been reported that he suffered post-traumatic stress disorder from his involvement in a war that he never should have been in. The effects of George W. Bush's war crime continue to reverberate through our society. Neither of these men should have even been over in Iraq. George W. Bush still has to be held accountable for what he's done.
He draws the bombers, though his arm and some fingers were amputated. Now they're bandaged up, with 3 crayons firmly taped to the ends of his stumps.
I just thought I'd point that out, that we still continue to suffer the repercussions of George W. Bush's war crime. Do you know how many suicides there's been because of this rotten war? How many soldiers end up killing themselves? He end up committing suicide here in America? Wars poison society, and there was no legitimacy whatsoever to the Iraq war. But major media acts like it has legitimacy. If you notice what the trend is of how the media acts, it acts like the Iraq war was legitimate. We have a media that sells war after war, and that's what they're doing with Iran right now. Selling lies, helping Bachmann sell a lie to millions of people without pointing out that what she's doing is lying. Even Anderson Cooper, when he was listing Bachmann's lies, does not say that Bachmann was lying about Iran.
Now, it's certainly not a new phenomenon for politicians to stretch the truth, manipulate facts. But Bachmann is spreading all-out falsehood here, a dangerous falsehood at that. And it's not the first time she's done this by any stretch of the imagination. I just want to play you some of Michelle Bachmann's other statements in the past. And keep in mind, there's no political wiggle room here on these statements, no gray areas, no spin. What you're about to hear is just flat-out, factually incorrect statements.
The man is selling the next war. We're not going to put up with it. One of my next videos will be asking Oprah Winfrey personally, please help us get this guy prosecuted for what he's done to our world. George W. Bush must be held accountable. And I noticed this media report, motive.
Authorities have arrested 25-year-old Eddie Ray Ruth, a former Marine believed to be suffering from PTSD. Ruth stole Chris's vehicle, fled the scene, but was apprehended after a car chase. It's unclear what the motive was.
I plan to do a video showing when the media talks about motive. Now compare that. The video is online of the major media on the day of 9/11. See if you can even find one utterance of the word motive that day. This story relates not only to the previous one about George W. Bush's war crime, but also my other video about guns and mental illness, and what I did to prevent a tragedy such as this.